Hello, all right, so the math involved with what we've been doing, okay? So here I'm going to go over a little bit of the math involved, but also I'm going to relate it to you in the form of demonstrations on another video. So, first one here, final velocity. When you see a V here without anything in the bottom here, that's a final velocity. The zero here represents V naught, velocity at the start. Sometimes this is zero, sometimes there's some velocity number there. Okay? So, and we have acceleration for A, and T is equal to time. I've done 3 other variances of that same formula. Turned it around, just like the first question asks. So here I've set it equal to V naught. The only thing it changes is this is the final velocity minus the acceleration times time. Okay? And here's where it's equal to acceleration. Final velocity minus initial velocity over time. And here we have time is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity over acceleration. Okay? There's just all 4 variances of that same formula. There are 4 different parts to this formula, and there are 4 equal signs. Okay? So, number 2 here, d is equal to distance is equal to initial velocity times time plus 1/2 times acceleration times time squared. Okay? How far something went is equal to the initial velocity it was given times the time it was traveling plus 1/2 times the acceleration times the time it was traveling. Again, that value right there is the same as that value right there. So if it was traveling for 5 seconds, then that would be a 5 and that would be a 25. Okay? And third here, distance is equal to 1/2 times acceleration times time squared. This looks a lot like this one, except it doesn't have an initial velocity. It has a time, but it doesn't have an initial velocity. This is where initial velocity is equal to 0. Where would you see that? I've actually drawn an example of when you would see that. This person is standing atop of a tall structure and simply releases an object that is falling to the earth. These lines represent lines of velocity, okay? It is falling to the earth, okay? And as the lines are increasing, so is velocity, okay?